chosen one, brace yourself. A powerful person is about to make you an insane offer. There is a gentle but powerful movement happening beyond what your eyes can see, and it is not random or accidental, because God has been carefully guiding your steps through moments of pain, silence, waiting, and hidden preparation. Type 2222 if you believe. You may have felt overlooked, forgotten, or even confused about why certain doors never opened despite your efforts. Yet all of it was part of a loving design that was protecting you from what was not meant for your spirit. There is a reason your heart has been stretched, and there is a reason your patience has been tested in ways that felt almost too heavy to carry, because God was strengthening something inside you that needed to be ready before this next moment could arrive. You are not standing where you are by chance, and you are not reading these words by coincidence, because something has been aligning quietly behind the scenes, moving pieces into place in a way that only divine wisdom can understand. Your life is about to touch a moment that feels unexpected, yet deeply familiar, as if your soul has been waiting for it all along. If your heart feels even the smallest sense of warmth or peace while reading this, gently support this by liking the video, because your simple action helps this light reach someone else who may be silently waiting for hope. There is a powerful person who is about to step into your path, and this is not simply about influence, wealth, or status, but about a connection that carries purpose, timing, and a surprising kind of favor that does not come often in a lifetime. This person may not appear the way you expect, and their presence may feel quiet at first, yet what they carry holds the potential to open doors you never imagined possible. God often works through people in ways that feel ordinary at first glance, yet behind their words and actions, there is a divine assignment that was written long before you understood your own journey. You have been prepared for this moment in ways you did not notice, because every delay, every closed path, and every moment of doubt was shaping your character, your faith, and your ability to receive something greater without fear or confusion. There were times when you felt like giving up, when your strength felt thin, and when your hope felt like it was fading slowly, yet even in those moments, God was holding you steady, keeping you from falling into places that would have taken you away from this very blessing. The offer that is coming toward you will not only surprise your mind, but also touch something deep within your spirit, because it will feel like an answer to something you never fully expressed in words. It will feel like a door opening that you thought had disappeared forever, and it will carry a sense of timing that cannot be explained by logic alone. This is the kind of moment where heaven quietly whispers into your life, reminding you that nothing you endured was wasted, and nothing you believed in was ignored. Jesus has always walked beside you, even when you could not feel his presence clearly, and he has seen every tear, every silent prayer, and every moment when you chose to keep going, even when it felt easier to stop. His love has been covering you in ways that protected your path, even when you did not understand why certain things had to end, or why certain people had to leave your life. What is coming now is not just a reward, but a continuation of a journey that is finally beginning to reveal its meaning. There is something deeply comforting about knowing that God's timing never rushes and never delays without purpose, because everything unfolds exactly when your heart is ready to receive it without fear. This powerful person who is about to approach you carries something that will require your trust, your openness, and your willingness to believe that good things are still possible in your life. Their offer may feel overwhelming at first, because it may seem too big, too unexpected, or too far from what you thought was realistic for you. Yet this is where faith begins to gently rise within you, reminding you that God's plans are always greater than human expectations, and his ways often bring blessings that exceed what you thought you deserved. You are not being given something to confuse you or to lead you astray, but something that will align with your purpose and bring light into areas of your life that have felt uncertain or incomplete. Deep within your brain is a small area tied to wealth and success, once hidden in restricted studies and classified documents. This newly uncovered frequency is helping people exchange financial stress for ease, and God has led you to see this message at this very moment. Click the link in the description and comments to activate this hidden brainwave now. This moment is not about rushing forward or making quick decisions without peace, but about listening quietly to the calm voice within your heart that has been shaped by God's presence over time. When something is meant for you, it carries a sense of peace even in the middle of surprise, and it feels steady even when it looks unfamiliar. Jesus brings clarity, not confusion, and his guidance always leads toward growth, healing, and a deeper understanding of your worth. As this moment approaches, allow yourself to release fear, because fear often tries to protect you from what is new, even when what is new is exactly what you need. You have been chosen to experience something that carries meaning, something that reflects the love God has for you, and something that will remind you that your life is part of a much bigger and more beautiful story. This is not something to ignore or push away, because this feeling is connected to what is approaching your life, and it is preparing you to receive what once felt far beyond your reach. Type yes to affirm. You are not imagining this sense of anticipation, because God often speaks softly through these quiet changes before something meaningful begins to unfold in front of you. There have been many times when you questioned your path and wondered if your efforts were leading anywhere at all, especially during moments when everything felt delayed or uncertain without any clear reason. You carried responsibilities, emotions, and silent hopes that no one else could fully understand, and yet you continued moving forward with whatever strength you had left inside you. Even when your faith felt small and fragile, it was still enough for God to work through your life, because He does not require perfection, only a willing and open heart that continues to believe in His goodness. Now you are stepping into a moment where something greater is beginning to take shape, and it will not arrive loudly or forcefully, but rather in a calm and steady way that allows you to feel safe and grounded. The powerful person who is coming into your life carries more than influence or opportunity, because they carry a sense of purpose that connects with your journey in a way that is deeply meaningful. Their presence will feel different from others you have encountered before, because there will be a quiet respect and understanding that does not need to be explained through many words. This connection will not feel rushed or overwhelming in a negative way, but it may bring a sense of surprise that gently challenges your old beliefs about what is possible for your life. You may find yourself reflecting on the past, realizing that certain closed doors were not losses but redirections that were necessary to bring you here. Every disappointment that once felt heavy will begin to make sense, because it kept you from settling into something smaller than what God had planned for you. The offer that is coming will carry both opportunity and responsibility, because anything meaningful requires a level of trust and readiness that has been growing within you over time. You are not being asked to become someone else or to change who you are at your core, because what makes you worthy of this moment is the very person you have become through your experiences. The kindness you have shown, the patience you have practiced, and the quiet strength you have developed have all been shaping you for this exact point in your life. There may be a moment when doubt tries to enter your thoughts, gently questioning whether you are truly ready or deserving of what is being placed before you. This is natural, because when something new and significant appears, the mind often tries to protect itself by holding on to familiar patterns and past limitations. Yet, deep within your spirit, there is a calm voice that reminds you that this is not something to fear, because it has been guided by God from the very beginning. Jesus understands the weight of your journey, and he has walked with you through every moment of uncertainty, even when you felt completely alone in your struggles. His presence has been a quiet source of strength that carried you through times when you thought you could not continue, and his love has never left your side, even when you could not feel it clearly. What is happening now is not separate from his guidance, but rather a continuation of the path he has been leading you on all along. As this opportunity begins to reveal itself more clearly, you may notice a sense of clarity forming within you, helping you understand what steps to take and how to respond with peace rather than confusion. This clarity does not come from pressure or urgency, but from a gentle assurance that what is meant for you will always align with your inner sense of calm. God does not rush you into decisions that bring fear, but guides you into choices that bring quiet confidence and steady hope. Type 2020 to claim miracles. This moment is not about proving anything to others or seeking validation from outside voices, because what is being offered to you is deeply personal and connected to your unique path. It is something that reflects your growth, your faith, and your willingness to keep moving forward even when the way ahead was not clear. You are being trusted with something meaningful, and that trust itself is a sign of how far you have come. The powerful person who is approaching your life may also carry their own story, their own struggles, and their own journey that has brought them to this point. This connection is not one-sided, because just as they bring something valuable into your life, you also bring something into theirs that they may not have found elsewhere. There is a balance in this meeting, a sense of mutual purpose that reflects the way God brings people together for reasons that go beyond simple coincidence. As you continue to move forward, allow yourself to stay grounded in faith rather than fear, and trust that what is unfolding is not meant to harm or confuse you, but to lift you into a new chapter of your life. This chapter may look different from anything you have experienced before, yet it will carry a sense of rightness that assures you that you are exactly where you need to be. You are not stepping into something uncertain without guidance, because God's presence surrounds you, gently leading you with wisdom and care. There is a quiet beauty in the way God works, because he does not always reveal everything at once, but allows each step to unfold in a way that builds trust and understanding over time. What you are about to experience is part of that unfolding, a moment that will continue to grow and develop as you walk through it with faith and openness. You do not need to have all the answers right now, because the answers will come as you move forward with a heart that remains steady and hopeful. A 7-second brainwave approach, previously limited to elite groups and stored in classified files, is now available to everyone, and many call it the 30-second miracle. Researchers claim it stimulates a dormant brain center associated with prosperity and blessings. Click the link in the description and comments below to see why so many people are talking about it right now. You may feel this stillness in your heart, as if time has slowed down just enough for you to breathe differently, think more deeply, and notice the small shifts happening inside you. This is not emptiness or delay, but a sacred space where God is allowing you to settle into the next step without fear or confusion. Type 1212 if you walk by faith. This calm is preparing you, not holding you back, and it is shaping your ability to receive what is coming with clarity and peace. There were days when you felt like nothing was moving, when your efforts seemed unnoticed, and when your prayers felt like they were disappearing into silence without any clear answer. In those moments, it was easy to believe that maybe things would always stay the same, or that the life you hoped for was slowly slipping away from your reach. Yet even in that silence, something was happening that your eyes could not see, because God was working in ways that do not always appear immediately. He was aligning hearts, opening paths, and placing people exactly where they needed to be, so that this moment could arrive at the right time. Now that time is drawing closer, and you may begin to notice subtle signs that something is about to change, not in a dramatic or overwhelming way, but in a gentle and steady flow that feels natural and safe. The powerful person who is approaching your life is not arriving to disrupt your peace, but to add to it in a meaningful and lasting way. Their presence will feel like a quiet confirmation that you are not forgotten, and that everything you have been through has led you to a place where something good can finally take root and grow. When this connection becomes clear, it may awaken emotions you have not felt in a long time, including hope, excitement, and even a cautious kind of joy that you may not fully trust at first. This is understandable, because your heart has learned to protect itself after experiencing disappointment or loss in the past. Yet this moment is different, because it carries a sense of sincerity and depth that is not built on temporary feelings, but on something more stable and real. God does not bring empty promises into your life, but meaningful opportunities that carry purpose and truth. The offer that is coming toward you will not only affect your outer life, but also touch something deep within your spirit, bringing a sense of renewal and possibility that feels almost like a fresh beginning. It may open doors related to your work, your calling, or even your sense of identity, helping you see yourself in a new light that reflects your true worth. You are not being asked to become something you are not, but to step fully into who you have always been meant to be. There may be a moment when you feel unsure about taking this step, especially if it requires leaving behind something familiar or stepping into a space that feels new and unknown. This hesitation does not mean you are unready, but simply that your heart is adjusting to a change that carries significance. In this moment, it is important to remember that God does not lead you into confusion, but into growth that brings peace and understanding over time. You are not alone in this process, and you are not expected to figure everything out by yourself. Jesus walks with you through every decision, offering quiet guidance that speaks through your sense of peace, your inner calm, and the gentle assurance that you are being led in the right direction. His love does not pressure you or rush you, but supports you in a way that allows you to move forward with confidence and trust. When something is aligned with His purpose, it carries a sense of rightness that cannot be easily shaken, even when it feels new or unfamiliar. Type 1919 to receive miracles. This is not just a moment of opportunity, but a moment of transformation, where your past begins to release its hold on you and your future starts to take shape in a clearer and more hopeful way. You are stepping into a chapter where your efforts, your faith, and your patience begin to show their meaning in ways that you can finally recognize and appreciate. The person who is coming into your life will not only bring an offer, but also a connection that reflects something deeper than simple exchange or gain. There will be a sense of mutual respect, understanding, and purpose that makes this meeting feel different from others you have experienced before. It will feel like something that was meant to happen, not because of chance, but because of a design that has been unfolding quietly over time. As you move closer to this moment, allow yourself to stay grounded in gratitude, even before everything becomes clear, because gratitude opens your heart to receive more fully without fear or resistance. You do not need to rush ahead or worry about missing something, because what is meant for you will always find its way to you without needing to be chased or forced. God's timing ensures that nothing arrives too early or too late, but exactly when your heart is ready to embrace it. There is a quiet strength within you, that has grown through every challenge you have faced, and this strength will guide you as you step into what is coming. You are not the same person you once were because you have learned, grown, and changed in ways that have prepared you for this moment. What once felt impossible may now begin to feel within reach, not because your circumstances have suddenly changed, but because you have become someone who can receive and handle what is being given. What if abundance could be activated from within your own mind through a powerful sound frequency once kept in classified files? Specialists say this signal naturally draws opportunity and financial independence, and many people are already applying it. Click the link in the description and comments now and switch on this hidden brainwave today. You may begin to look back at your past with a softer understanding, seeing not just the pain or confusion, but the hidden care that was guiding you away from paths that would have limited your growth. This new awareness does not come with regret, but with peace, because it helps you understand that nothing in your journey was wasted or meaningless. Type 2323 if you agree. Even the moments that felt like endings were gently leading you toward this new beginning that is now standing so close to your life. There is something beautiful about the way God restores hope, because He does not simply return what was lost, but brings something that carries deeper meaning, stronger purpose, and a more lasting kind of joy. What is approaching you now is not just an opportunity that looks good on the surface, but something that reaches into your life in a way that brings real change and lasting impact. The powerful person who is stepping closer into your path has been placed there with intention, not by chance, and their presence carries a sense of calm authority that does not need to be proven or explained. When this meeting becomes clear, you may feel a gentle shift inside your heart that tells you to pay attention, to stay present, and to trust what you are sensing, even if it feels unfamiliar. This is not the kind of moment that demands quick reactions or rushed decisions, but one that invites you to move slowly with awareness and confidence. God is not asking you to prove yourself or to rush into something without understanding, but to receive what is being offered with a heart that is open and grounded in faith. There may be parts of you that still hold on to past fears, especially if you have experienced disappointment in situations that once seemed promising, but did not turn out as you had hoped. These feelings are natural, and they do not make you weak or unready, but simply human. Yet this time is different, because what is coming carries a depth that goes beyond temporary excitement or surface-level connection. It carries a sense of truth that feels steady and reliable, even in its newness. The offer that is coming toward you may stretch your imagination, because it may not fit into the expectations you once had for your life, and it may open possibilities you never thought were available to you. This is where trust becomes important, not blind trust, but a quiet confidence in the way God has been leading you so far. He has not brought you through everything you have faced only to leave you uncertain now, but to guide you into something that reflects His care and purpose for your life. Type 666 if you trust Jesus. This moment is also about recognizing your own worth in a deeper way, understanding that you are not receiving this because of luck or coincidence, but because you have been shaped and prepared to carry something meaningful. You are not being handed something you cannot handle, but something that aligns with the strength, wisdom, and compassion that have been growing within you over time. The person who is bringing this offer may also recognize something in you that others have overlooked, something that cannot be easily seen on the surface, but is deeply valuable and rare. This recognition will feel different from simple praise or attention, because it will carry sincerity and respect that touches your spirit in a quiet but powerful way. You may feel seen in a way you have not experienced before, not for what you appear to be, but for who you truly are. As this unfolds, it is important to stay rooted in humility and gratitude, remembering that every blessing carries responsibility as well as opportunity. What is being offered to you is not just for your benefit alone, but may also allow you to bring light, support, and encouragement into the lives of others in ways you may not yet fully understand. God often blesses through people who are willing to share what they have received, creating a ripple of goodness that extends far beyond a single moment. You may begin to notice that your perspective is changing, that your thoughts are becoming clearer, and that your heart feels lighter as you step closer to this new chapter. This is not just because of what is coming, but because of who you are becoming in the process. Growth is not always visible at first, but it reveals itself through the way you respond, the way you trust, and the way you remain steady, even when things feel new or uncertain. The presence of Jesus in your life continues to be your anchor, reminding you that no matter how things change around you, His love remains constant and unshaken. He walks with you not only in moments of struggle, but also in moments of blessing, guiding you to receive with grace and to move forward with wisdom. You are not stepping into this alone, and you are not expected to carry everything by yourself, because His strength is always with you. As you stand at the edge of this unfolding moment, take a deep breath and allow yourself to feel the quiet assurance that you are exactly where you need to be. There is no need to rush ahead or to hold yourself back out of fear, because what is meant for you will meet you with clarity and peace. God's plan for your life is not confusing or uncertain, but steady and full of purpose, leading you step by step into something that reflects His love and care. What if wealth was never about chance, but about a hidden brain signal that stayed buried in classified records? This powerful frequency is now opening doors, attracting fresh opportunities, and transforming lives quickly. Thousands are already using it to bring prosperity into their lives in ways they never imagined possible. Click the link in the description and comments now, and turn on the money-attracting brainwave today. There is a moment that comes when everything you have been quietly carrying inside your heart begins to make sense in a deeper and more peaceful way. And it feels like a soft light gently filling the spaces that once held doubt and uncertainty. You may not even notice it at first, because it does not arrive with noise or sudden intensity, but rather with a calm awareness that something is finally aligning in your life. This awareness brings a kind of comfort that cannot be explained with simple words, because it touches the part of your spirit that has been waiting patiently for reassurance. Type 2020 to claim miracles. This is not just a feeling, but a quiet confirmation that what is coming is real, and it is meant for you in a way that carries meaning and purpose. You have walked through seasons where everything felt unclear, where your steps felt heavy, and where your faith was tested in ways that seemed almost too much to endure. Yet, even in those moments, there was a gentle strength within you that refused to give up completely, even when you felt close to letting go. That strength did not come from your own ability alone, but from the presence of God working within you, holding you steady when everything around you felt uncertain. Jesus was there in those quiet struggles, offering you peace in ways you may not have fully recognized at the time. Now you are standing in a place where something new is beginning to take shape, and it is not something fragile or temporary, but something that carries depth and stability. The powerful person who is about to enter your life is part of this unfolding, and their role is not to overwhelm you, but to bring an opportunity that reflects the growth you have experienced. This connection will feel balanced, respectful, and grounded, because it is not built on surface-level attraction or quick impressions, but on a deeper understanding that grows naturally over time. When the offer is presented to you, It may feel almost unreal at first, because it may go beyond what you allowed yourself to expect or imagine. This is where your heart may pause for a moment, trying to understand whether something so meaningful could truly be meant for you. Yet this is exactly how God works, bringing blessings that stretch your understanding so that your faith can expand along with them. You are not being placed in a position where you must prove your worth, because your worth has already been established through the journey you have walked. There is something important to remember as this moment unfolds, and it is that you are allowed to receive good things without fear, without hesitation, and without feeling undeserving. Sometimes the hardest part of receiving a blessing is believing that it truly belongs to you, especially if you have spent a long time feeling overlooked or uncertain. Yet God does not give out of obligation, but out of love, and what He places in your life is meant to bring peace, growth, and fulfillment. Type yes to affirm. This affirmation is not just a simple expression, but a way of opening your heart to what is coming, allowing yourself to step into this moment with trust rather than doubt. You are not being asked to ignore your past, but to move beyond it, carrying the lessons you have learned while releasing the weight that no longer serves you. The person who is coming into your life will not expect perfection from you, but will appreciate the authenticity and honesty that you bring. As you begin to move forward, you may notice that your thoughts become clearer, your decisions feel more certain, and your heart feels lighter, even in the midst of change. This is a sign that you are aligned with what is meant for you, because when something is right, it brings a sense of calm rather than confusion. God's guidance is always steady, and it leads you in a way that allows you to feel secure, even when stepping into something new. The opportunity that is being placed before you may also carry a ripple effect, influencing not only your life, but the lives of others around you in ways you may not immediately see. This is part of the beauty of God's design, because blessings are rarely limited to one person alone, but often extend outward, creating a wider impact that brings light into many lives. You are part of something larger than yourself, and this moment is connected to a purpose that goes beyond immediate gain. Jesus continues to walk with you through every step of this process, offering you quiet reassurance and gentle guidance as you navigate what is unfolding. His presence is not distant or silent, but close and steady, reminding you that you are never alone in any decision you make. When you listen to the peace within your heart, you are listening to the direction He is providing, guiding you toward what is good and right for your life. As everything begins to come together, allow yourself to embrace this moment without fear, knowing that you are not stepping into uncertainty, but into a path that has been carefully prepared for you. You are not behind, and you have not missed your chance, because what is meant for you arrives exactly when it is needed. This is your time to receive, to grow, and to step into something that reflects the love and care God has always had for you. Inside your mind is a small region connected to achievement and abundance, once concealed within restricted research and classified documents. This newly disclosed frequency is helping people replace financial pressure with calm and balance, and God has guided you to encounter this at just the right time. Click the link in the description and comments to activate this hidden brainwave now. Hold on to the quiet confidence that is rising within you, because it is a sign that you are ready for what is coming, even if it feels new or unexpected. Everything that has brought you here has been shaping you for this moment, and everything that is ahead of you will continue to build upon what you have already become. You are moving forward with purpose, with grace, and with the assurance that you are exactly where you are meant to be in this chapter of your life.